My friends and family and esteemed colleagues, here we are again. On this quarantine, I had to make myself a haircut yesterday. Luckily, I used to do it while I was living on a boat, so it doesn't look that bad. Talking about haircut, right away popped up, what is hair? Well, it's a collagen. Now, I've noticed that almost every site now that talks about what is happening in America, those sites which are bringing more or less truth, they are all now promoting collagen. I guess the crooked companies found outlet that people trust to push their bullshit products. Now, why I call it a bullshit product? Because what is collagen? Collagen is a protein. Now, where do we have collagen in the body? Everywhere. Okay, it's connective tissue, for example. It makes basically a fiber. Fiber is made of collagen. Now, how firm the collagen is going to be depends how much minerals it contains. For example, bones are mineralized collagen. You have collagen fibers, and then between them now you have accumulation of salts and minerals. Now, on the other side, islands is collagen, but it's more like a gelatin. Why? Because it contains very few minerals and it contains a lot of plasma. So, a lot of water. Now, collagen forms all the connective tissue. So, we basically have it everywhere. Tendons are collagen, but more mineralized, so they are strong, less flexible. Less minerals it has, and more water that it contains, the softer and more gelatinous it becomes. Now the collagen is basically protein, triple strand protein. Now, we are being sold collagen in bags. You pay a lot of money for this stuff. I explained in my books and on my site, in my blogs, that protein you cannot absorb because protein is created by a body with its signature. So when you eat protein, the protein has to break down into amino acids, and then we can absorb amino acids. Amino acids are the base of every protein, including collagen. So if you buy this powder and you eat it, well, you are eating protein. This protein will break down into amino acids. It will be absorbed as amino acids for your body to use in any way and shape it desires. Which means those same amino acids it can use to produce collagen, but it can use for just about anything it wants, including breaking them down into fats, if it doesn't feel need to use it. So now, what is the difference between egg white and collagen? Zero. Isn't it cheaper to buy eggs and eat eggs where you have actually nourishment, where you actually get also good fats that nourish your body? You also get vitamins. Then spending a lot of money on this baloney product, which is a product, it's not natural thing, called collagen in a bag. We have to get smart, start realizing things. We are being nothing will change if we don't change it. We have to start understanding things. And all these supplement pushers, well, I hope they go out of business very, very quickly. Because body does not work the way we are being told. And if you eat collagen, you are not absorbing collagen. It is not increasing collagen in your body. It may as well make you fat, because it can turn into fat if your body does not use it for any other purpose. And all those people who claim, wow, my skin got better, there are two things. Either they are lying, promoting the stuff, or they truly believe so much that this is helping them that placebo kicks in and they start creating things. But there is a problem. And the problem is that why do we age and show wrinkles? Because we become dehydrated. No amount of protein, collagen included, that you would eat is going to hydrate you. So there is no way you can get rid of the creases by eating collagen. Yeah, you can shoot it in the creases. Basically, when you shoot it, since it's foreign protein, it is going to create local inflammation. And you are going to lose the creases because it all inflames, brings the water, brings the plasma from the body. But then soon after, the collagen is going to be dealt with, and everything goes back. This is why people who shoot collagen, they basically have to do it every couple weeks or every month to maintain it. And it's creating problems more than it's solving, because the only way actually to get rid of creases, wrinkles, and to have young looking skin is hydrating it. Same is with the collagen that is in the eye prism, in eye lens. Eye lens is basically gelatin, collagen. And same as the egg white, when it is well hydrated, it's transparent. So we see clearly. But if it starts dehydrating, then it starts showing collagen fibers, which are white. What happens with the egg white? Well, when you break the egg white is not egg white, it's clear. This is why in Spanish, it's a way better name for it. They call it claro, the clear of the egg. But then when you are exposing it to heat, when the heat makes protein to disintegrate. It loses the water, and as soon as it loses the water, the protein becomes white. And this is why in English we call it egg white, but it is not white until you heat and destroy the protein. So, cataracts, all that stuff has nothing to do with violet light, has nothing to do with diet whatsoever. So eating vitamin E, protecting you from light, baloney. Those are all stories for little children. It's all water. Water, plasma actually, because we don't have water, we have plasma because of the electric conductivity. So stop wasting your money and supporting this cheating organization that are selling you something bogus. Just waste of money, waste of packaging. Eat natural products. They are way cheaper and way healthier. It always gets me going because the amount of dishonesty that is going on, this has to stop in every level. It's not just the pharmaceutical companies. Almost every business, one way or other, incorporates lies just to push the product. And this is not necessary. Yeah, of course, when you talk truth, you are becoming suppressed. So I know that not many people are going to see this video. And not many people see my videos in general. They don't see my articles because what I promote does not bring money to anybody, not even to me. But it's the truth. And once when we start living truth, we will all prosper. What we are doing is very unhealthy, and spending money, wasting money to buy isolated product. Well, this is like pharmaceutical industry. You isolate product to sell it, and then you hype it up. Wow, your body has a lot of fibrous tissue in it, so a lot of collagen is there. Now you eat collagen, you regenerate the fibrous tissue. It's not happening. You can regenerate it by hydration. You hydrate it. Now again, what creates the tissue within us? We have to bypass the lies of chemistry and go straight to physics. Again, here we are in quantum. Because only quantum physics can explain things. Everything is vibration, energy in vibration. And then, according to the programming of the brain, we are being showed what we call our reality. And since everything is happening through vibration, so how does the protein occur? How does the fibrous tissue occur? How can you create more fibrous tissue? Why older people? We say, well, older people, they don't produce enough collagen. It's not true. Older people are just more toxic and more dehydrated, so the body doesn't work right. And then we are being told lies on top of it. And one of the biggest lies is that copper is toxic for body. And we should take it really with caution. And copper and zinc, one stimulates the other, and they should be taken with a care. How you use them? Well, Dr. Cash from Spaceship Institute, he explains that basically every tissue is a reactor. Every tissue has two surfaces. We can best see it on a leaf. A leaf has upper and lower surface, and you will notice that upper surface is glazed, like polished, and lower surface, it's not as glossy. Why? Because one of those is a reactor, it has elements in different forms, and one of the form is in a nanoparticle. Nanostructure has a huge influence on biology and basically on state of matter as well. So when you have those two surfaces, one is nano-coated and one is not, and in between you have a liquid plasma, water with minerals. Now you get a reaction from magnetic and gravitational fields. So you have Earth. Earth has its gravitational field, and then when sun comes out, you have sun's radiation running on, which creates the magnetic push. During the day, running energy, which is the magnetic energy, in the reactor produces certain things. Then when sun is gone, then the pull, the gravitational energy of Earth is reversing and producing different things. It's all electromagnetic work. This is how basically the body also produces collagen. Now, how is that working? Well, because we do have the main elements that are being used to produce just about anything in our body are copper and zinc. Copper is used more for the structural, which means production of collagen, production of muscle tissue, production of basically everything with the exception of nerves. When it comes to the neurological stuff, well, here zinc is being used. What I have over here on the side, I don't know if you can see it, but in the bottles, these are two reactors. Again, cache technology. One of them has nano-coated copper and regular copper. The other one has nano-coated copper, regular copper, and zinc. They produce different type of GANs. What is GANs? GANs is basically gas in nanostate. What this GANs does, if it is being introduced to distilled water, it is going to restructure this water, making it electroconductive without necessity of minerals. So we say it turned it into plasma. Now, a reactor that has water, distilled water, with now salt added to it, because you need minerals. So you make it salty, seawater, because there you have all the minerals. And then you take regular copper, you take a zinc, and you take a nano-coated copper, and with the reaction as in a salt water where you have all the minerals, it is starting to produce CO2 gas, which is the most abundant gas there is. But again, now we are isolating it. Now, this then it can be used for many purposes. We will call it plasma because of the water state it produces. But this is technology that is new, that is now being used in medicine, because you can make different types of GANs, and interaction of GANs, again, it is energy. So it is going to have pull and push energy into the body. We say, photosynthesis, violet light, and this is how it produces oxygen. Well, Cash shows us that this is not this way. It is this interaction of magnetic and gravitational fields. But then, well, how come that you cannot have a green plant grow in the dark, even there is night or day, and it is not going to produce oxygen, or it is not going to work this way or that way? Well, because everything is programming. You have plants that do not tolerate sun, that can only thrive in a shade. It's a programming. So, programming is set, it's pre-planned, has nothing to do with physics and chemistry, other than the way it is programmed. And same way as I explained that double slit experiment, if you can convince the brain that there is a double slit that you are monitoring result from, you are going to have the result that you expect, even if the slit actually is not there. It's all about your brain's programming, your brain's understanding and expectation. Same is now with collagen. When you start eating it first, you are not absorbing it, okay? It has to break down into amino acids. Same as meat will break down. Same as cholesterol will break down. Cholesterol will break down into proteins and fatty acids, and then proteins will break down further into amino acids. So you are basically absorbing either fatty acids or you're absorbing small molecules of amino acids. And then your body will decide what it is going to do with it. Yeah, you can, with your thought, direct it. Well, I want you to do this. But then you have to really believe in it, which means, yeah, if you believe that this product is actually increasing collagen, well, then you will be making more collagen. But instead of believing in this crap in this way and paying a lot of money for bogus products, why don't you just accept it, that every time you eat, your body will produce exactly what it needs. It will nourish you. And no matter how much collagen you eat and how much collagen you even produce, you are not going to get rid of wrinkles unless you hydrate. You are not going to heal cataracts unless you hydrate. And then, yes, you can get rid of all your wrinkles. I did. I was sailing since I started experimenting. I made 2 Atlantic crossings, actually 3. 3 Atlantic crossings without wearing sunglasses, being bombarded by the sun from above and from reflection of the sea. And actually, my eyes have adapted to the sun so much that I don't squint when I see sun. I can even look into it briefly, or I can force myself and I can just look into the sun. Then of course, I start seeing 2 red circles, but there is no damage in my eyes. I started wearing glasses, reading glasses, when I was 47 on my first Atlantic crossing. All of a sudden, in a cabin, I wanted to check chart and I could not see well the numbers. So I was like, wow, what's happening? When I put light, I see, but without light, I used to see, now I don't. And when I hit the Caribbean, I went to check my eyes, and of course, I needed glasses. Well, since I started hydrating, eating correctly and hydrating with plasma, not with water, not with distilled water, not with piss, with plasma, my eyes corrected themselves. Not only mine, my wife, she had problem with her eyesight since she was a child, having myopia. And after going on a protocol, in in 2 years, 3 years, myopia went down half. Now she can see and operate completely without contacts, without glasses. Still, on distance, she has a little problem seeing clearly, but she does not need any glasses anymore, and this is rectifying itself. It's getting better and better. I write about it in my blog. So if you are interested on any particular health issue, just go to my blog and just type the word, the collagen or eyesight or eye, just eye, or bone or whatever, liver, kidney, whatever you want to know about. And a number of articles are going to pop out that I explain how we can heal all this stuff with zero supplementation and zero medicines. Just correct food and correct hydration. This is crucial point in everything. We can regenerate the body and go back into the genetic alignment, which puts us in a lifespan of 600 years. We can do it if we stop poisoning ourselves. Poisoning is what created all this. And the more poison, more toxic our body becomes, the sicklier we are. And then symptom comes out. Symptoms because body wants to cleanse. So all the symptoms are basically cleansing symptoms that we always suppress. Things to corrupt people, greedy people, that go along and for sake of money make life of people around them miserable. Rockefellers, they should be hanged by their gonads, because what damage they did. But again, they were just tool of experience. It's all over. So stop falling for this baloney advertising, for these stupidities. Start eating correctly, and you will see you don't have to eat much once when you are grown up, because your body is not growing anymore, and the energetic requirement for food is extremely low. Not because we need little energy, we need huge amount of energy, but most of the energy is being produced by our skin and through respiration, through breathing. Only small amount of energy we are programmed to receive through food. And if body is clean, then small amount of food is going to completely satisfy you, especially if it is fat, because fat is full of calories. Often people say, well, I started your protocol, I'm losing weight like crazy. Well, this is sign that your body is cleansing and rebuilding itself, repairing itself, because it needs a lot of energy for this. Once when this is done, your energetic demand is going to be minimal. I eat very little. I used to have big breakfast, big lunch, and sizable dinner. Now, my main meal a day is smaller than that sizable dinner, much smaller, half of it. And that's my only meal a day. I may pick up fruit later, which makes me hungry, then I have to nibble on cheese or something. But I don't have 3 meals a day. I have 1 meal a day, and then I like to nibble or have some chocolate, especially late at night. Late at night doesn't exist because I go to sleep early, but when I go to watch what is happening in the world through computer, watch some videos, then I like to nibble on things. So piece of chocolate, piece of cheese, but otherwise my 1 meal a day. And if because of this nibbling I'm gaining weight, so I will have now to go on fasting, not eat anything, just to drop some weight down, because for me, when I get 2 kilos more than I need, I start feeling heavy. I just don't like it. So remember, the collagen in a bag is a scam. It does not provide you with anything more or better than fish or egg or piece of cheese or hamburger, cheeseburger can give you. Exactly the same thing. You get amino acids. And what your body will do with them, well, that depends on the body. Depends on problems that the body has or doesn't have. And the issue that we have, well, they are related to dehydration most of the time. Aging, the skin problems. So, completely different thing. And if you are expecting that by eating this packaged garbage that they named collagen on it, that this is going to improve something in your body, well, you are mistaken. You are being taken to cleaners. Same as I hear often, well, I'm drinking this tea and I'm feeling great, or I'm eating ginger and I'm feeling great, or all this are just medicinal suppressors. They are not cures. You stop using them, you start feeling the same pain as before. Want to get rid of diabetes? No amount of cinnamon is going to help you. Stop eating carbohydrate. Stop eating sugar. And you won't have surplus of sugar in your blood. But the sugar I'm talking about is the glucose, because that's the only type of a sugar that increases the absorption of sugar into the body. Again, want to know about it? Go on my blog, put there glucose, and a bunch of articles will come out about glucose. Fructose, bunch of articles about fructose. The healthiest sugar there is fructose, but it's being demonized because we just don't understand it. We just don't understand the problems created by glucose. And same here, buying bags of collagen, and on the other side being afraid of eating pork because of cholesterol. All nonsense, pure nonsense. Okay, I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. Don't buy this crap. Go get eggs. Go get fish. Eat healthy. Your gelatin that you buy, this is collagen too. We buy this gelatin because when my wife makes the sweets, since I don't like to eat carbohydrates, even though occasionally now I do have them because we are in a switch time, there is no more need, my body is healthy, I'm going through this change, I know I'll pass it without problems. I don't even get cold because even when they trigger the frequency that stimulates cellular cleansing, which then comes out as symptom of cold or flu, it doesn't trigger it in me because my cells are clean, so I don't get affected by it. You want to be immune to influenza and to all diseases? Cleanse your cells. And nobody can touch you. Simple. I bet you none of the people who did self-healers protocol have any problem with flu. And even if strong frequencies of flu appear, if they were a little bit toxic, they may have one day cleansing symptoms, very mild, and then it's gone because there is no toxicity. Very simple. Once when we understand how simple is the workings of the body and how little it takes to be healthy and to live a long life, we are going to be laughing at what we have been doing in the past. We just have all the wrong information. We have to reprogram. Start reprogramming, especially colleagues, doctors, please. Start reprogramming. Thank you for listening. Love you all.